Imagine this, you're in your 60s and yet the spark you thought was gone forever starts to blaze again simply by slowing down to just 5 strokes per minute. It sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it? But that's exactly the secret urologists have been using behind closed doors to help men reclaim pleasure and confidence after 60. Picture the difference between a race car and a classic cruiser. One burns through fuel in seconds and loses control, while the other glides smoothly, savoring every mile. Your body responds the same way. Too many rapid, frantic movements leave you drained, frustrated, and wondering if these moments of intimacy are destined to fade. Today, we're unlocking the 5 strokes per minute cadence that transforms that race car engine back into a steady, powerful cruiser, so you can enjoy every moment, every sensation, without running out of steam. You'll witness how just a slight change in tempo rewires your body's response, ignites blood flow, and heightens pleasure more than you ever thought possible. Stay with me because in just a moment, you'll hear how senior couples are rediscovering passion, how simple timing drills are sparking confidence, and how a precise breathing sync can turn a routine encounter into an experience that feels new again. No gimmicks, no miracle pills, just the science of pace perfectly timed. By the end of this video, you'll understand why 5 is the magic number, and you'll be ready to feel that power for yourself. Let's dive in and unleash the pleasure potential you thought was behind you. I'm Dr. Henry Carter, a board-certified urologist with over 3 decades of experience helping men navigate the changes that come with aging. Throughout my career, I've worked with thousands of patients, men just like you, who thought their best days were behind them. And time and again, I've seen one simple truth: mastering the right rhythm can reignite pleasure and restore confidence no matter your age. In my clinic, I've watched husbands rediscover the spark in their relationships and feel like the men they remember strong, capable, and fully engaged. I've presented these pacing techniques at national urology conferences and published research showing how controlled cadence improves both blood flow and nerve sensitivity. You're not hearing a theory or unproven claim. This is a method grounded in science, refined through real-world practice, and trusted by experts in male sexual health around the globe. So when I say that 5 strokes per minute can change your experience, you can take that to the bank because I've seen it work time and time again. Now let's break down the hidden problem that most men don't even realize is holding them back. The hidden problem. Why pleasure fades. Here's the reality most men don't see coming as we age. 2 critical systems, our blood flow and our nerve responsiveness, begin to slow down. Think of blood vessels like garden hoses. Over decades, they can stiffen, narrow, or develop small blockages. That means less oxygen-rich blood reaches the tissues that need it most during intimacy. At the same time, our nerves responsible for sending pleasure signals also lose some of their speed and sensitivity. It's like upgrading from high-speed internet to dial-up. The connection is still there, but the data transfer is sluggish and your system feels laggy. Now add to that the frantic pace of typical movements, rapid haphazard strokes that fire off signals, too quickly overwhelm the nerves and flush your blood out of the tissues before they fully engorge. The result, premature fatigue, diminished sensation, and frustration that can chip away at your confidence. But here's the good news: the problem isn't your age, it's your timing. By consciously slowing to just 5 precise strokes per minute, you give your blood vessels time to deliver that vital flow and your nerves a chance to fully register pleasure. It's the difference between shouting into a hurricane and whispering in a quiet room. You'll finally hear every nuance of sensation loud and clear. Understanding this hidden slowdown is the first step toward reversing it. Next, we'll explore the very first secret that puts you back in control of your pleasure. Secret number 1, mastering the right cadence. The foundation of this approach is surprisingly simple, just 5 strokes per minute. But what does that actually feel like? Imagine the steady beat of a metronome. Click, click, click once every 12 seconds. That's your new rhythm. Here's how to get started. Begin by finding a comfortable position where you can focus on timing. As you move, count silently in your mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then reset. Each complete motion, whether it's forward and back or up and down, counts as 1 stroke. Why 5? This pace allows your arteries to fully expand with each movement, bathing the tissues in a fresh surge of oxygenated blood. It also gives your nerves the perfect window to fire and register every bit of sensation. Too fast and you're short-circuiting the feedback loop. Too slow and you risk losing momentum. 5 hits the sweet spot every time. You might feel awkward at first that controlled, unhurried pace is a departure from what you're used to. That's normal. Embrace the initial discomfort as proof that your body is resetting its expectations. With practice, that awkwardness quickly transforms into heightened awareness. Here's a quick drill: set a timer for 1 minute and aim for exactly 5 strokes. Use your breath as an internal metronome. Inhale for half the count, exhale for the other half. After that first minute, pause briefly to notice any difference in sensation or firmness. Odds are you'll feel more engorged and responsive than ever before. By mastering this cadence, you're retraining your body to operate at its optimal tempo. And once you lock in that steady 5-count rhythm, you'll build the perfect foundation for the other secrets, each one designed to layer on more control, more sensation, and more pleasure. Up next, we'll explore how a simple warm-up and ease technique turbocharges this baseline rhythm for an even more powerful experience. Secret number 2, building up then ease technique. Now that you've locked in the 5 strokes per minute baseline, let's introduce a powerful variation to supercharge your pleasure, the build up then ease technique. Think of it like revving a classic cruiser engine before coasting by strategically increasing and then easing off. You harness peak sensation without burning out. Begin your session at the steady 5-count pace you've mastered. After 30 seconds, gradually ramp up to 6 strokes per minute, 1 extra beat that amplifies blood flow and heightens nerve responsiveness. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then reset. Feel that surge. That's your tissues soaking in more oxygenated blood, your nerves firing faster, and your brain registering deeper sensations. Hold at 6 strokes for about 15 seconds, just enough to peak the intensity, then deliberately ease back down to your 5-count rhythm. That brief slowdown allows your body to recover slightly, preventing premature fatigue and keeping you in full control. You'll notice a wave-like pattern of sensation, a crescendo of pleasure, followed by a gentle release. As you repeat this cycle, build to 6, then ease to 5. You're training your vascular system to respond more dynamically. Each mini buildup pushes more blood into the tissues, and each ease phase lets you savor the fullness. Over time, this pulsed pacing rewires your pleasure pathways, delivering more intense highs and sustained stamina. Here's a quick practice after your 1-minute 5-stroke drill kick into 6 strokes for 3 counts. 1, 2, 3, then return to 5 for 5 counts. Repeat this 3 times, then pause. Notice how your sensitivity peaks with each mini buildup and how the return to 5 feels even richer than before. This technique is all about controlled contrast, using slight increases in speed to amplify every subsequent return to baseline. It's a deceptively simple hack that elevates each stroke, making the ordinary feel extraordinary. In our next section, we'll add rhythmic variation to keep your nerves on their toes and prevent desensitization, ensuring maximum pleasure throughout the experience. Secret number 3, rhythm variation for peak pleasure. Here's where things get even more exciting: rhythm variation. Just like a symphony isn't one continuous note, but a blend of tempos and pauses, your pleasure peaks when you mix things up. Start with your 5-count baseline. After a full minute, shift into a quick pulse of 7 strokes: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then swing back to 5. That 2-stroke jump feels like adding an extra gear, flooding your tissues with a fresh surge of blood and reigniting nerve endings that might have settled into the steady 5-count. Next, try a 3-step pattern: 5 strokes, 7 strokes, then back to 5. Count it in your head: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, reset: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, reset, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. Notice how each return to 5 feels richer after the brief 7-count spike. This variation prevents your nerves from getting used to a single rhythm. Instead, you're keeping them alert. Every shift feels like a fresh surprise, and your body responds with heightened sensitivity. Over time, these micro variations train your nervous system to amplify pleasure signals across the board. Let me walk you through a quick drill. After your build-up ease cycles, go straight into the 5-7-5 pattern for 3 full cycles. Then pause and check in with yourself. You should feel a deeper engorgement and a sharper clarity of sensation. Like turning up the contrast on a screen, every detail pops. By weaving in these rhythmic pulses, you're layering intensity without exhausting your stamina. It's a dynamic dance switching between anticipation and release, all within the span of a single session. Next up, we'll synchronize your strokes with your breath, creating a powerful feedback loop that turbocharges both blood flow and nerve activation for an even more immersive experience. Secret number 4, breathing sync to amplify sensation. Now let's harness the power of breath to take your 5-stroke rhythm to new heights. Your breath is more than just life support. It's a built-in metronome and force multiplier for blood flow. Begin by returning to your steady 5-count pace. As you execute each stroke, align your inhale and exhale precisely with the movement. Inhale deeply over the first half of the stroke, 1, 2, and exhale on the second half, 3, 4, then use the final count 5 as a brief pause before you begin again. That deliberate pause resets your system like letting a fresh wave of oxygen crash in before the next surge. Why does this matter? Oxygen is the fuel your tissues crave. When you sync your strokes to a full breath cycle, you flood your bloodstream with each inhale, then drive that oxygen-rich blood into the tissues with each exhale and movement. The result is a turbocharged engorgement and a sharper nerve response every single time. Let's try a quick practice for 1 full minute. Maintain your 5-stroke cadence while breathing in for 2 counts, out for 2 counts, and pausing on the 5th. Count silently, inhale 1, 2, exhale 3, 4, pause 5. Feel how your body responds. Each movement becomes richer, more controlled, and far more intense than without breath synchronization. As you continue, you'll notice a profound difference. Sensations build more rapidly, fatigue fades, and every stroke carries a heightened clarity of pleasure. Breathing sync doesn't just support your rhythm, it transforms it into a holistic full-body experience. By mastering this breath-movement feedback loop, you're amplifying your body's natural mechanics, ushering oxygen-boosting circulation, and supercharging nerve activation, all in one elegant flow. Up next, we'll dive into how involving your partner and creating a real-time feedback loop can elevate intimacy even further, making every session a shared, synchronized journey toward maximum pleasure. Secret number 5, partner feedback. Loop pleasure isn't meant to be a solo act. Sharing the experience can multiply the intensity. That's where the partner feedback loop comes in. By checking in every minute or so, you create a dynamic conversation without breaking the mood. Start your 5-stroke cadence with breath sync and rhythmic variations already in play. After about 12 strokes, roughly 1 minute, pause for a single intentional moment and look into your partner's eyes. A simple question works wonders. Is this pace working for you? Or how does that feel? No lengthy discussions, just a quick, genuine check-in. Your partner's response becomes your guide. If they whisper, "A bit slower, feels better," ease back by 1 count. If they encourage more rhythm variation, introduce a 7-stroke pulse. This real-time micro-adjustment transforms intimacy into an improvised duet, each stroke and breath aligned with mutual cues. That feedback loop isn't just about technical tweaks. It builds trust, heightens emotional connection, and keeps both partners fully engaged. You're no longer guessing what feels best, you're co-creating every moment of pleasure. Try this now. After your next 1-minute cycle, ask for feedback with eye contact and a soft tone. Then adjust your rhythm or stroke length accordingly. Notice how your partner's slight nod or breathy sigh guides you to precision you couldn't achieve alone. Incorporating this simple check-in elevates the entire experience, turning a mechanical exercise into a sensitive shared exploration where both of you direct the tempo, the intensity, and the emotional flow together. Common mistakes to avoid. Before we move on, let's clear up a few common missteps that can undermine your progress and momentum. First, avoid rushing back into a frantic pace. Slapping on more strokes per minute without control defeats the whole purpose. You'll lose that blood flow and nerve sensitivity we're cultivating. Remember, the magic is in the measured tempo, not speed. Second, don't neglect your breath. Holding or shallow breathing reduces oxygen delivery, leading to premature fatigue and duller sensations. Every stroke should flow with a full inhale and exhale, no exceptions. Third, resist the urge to stick to a single pattern for too long. Even the 5-count rhythm benefits from variation. Skipping the 7-count pulses or build-up ease cycles means missing out on deeper peaks of pleasure. By steering clear of these pitfalls, rushing shallow breathing and monotony, you'll maintain optimal flow, sustain sensitivity, and keep each session fresh and exhilarating. With these mistakes out of the way, let's bring it all together in a step-by-step mini workshop recap. Step-by-step mini workshop recap. Let's bring everything together in one continuous flow, your personal mini workshop to master these 5 secrets. Start by settling into a comfortable position and take a deep breath. We begin with the 5-stroke baseline count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, each stroke aligned with a deliberate inhale-exhale pattern, pausing on 5 to reset. Practice this for 1 full minute, feeling your tissues engorge and your mind focus on that steady cadence. Next, transition seamlessly into the build-up then ease cycle. After that, minute ramp up to 6 strokes for 3 counts. 1, 2, 3, then ease back to your 5-count rhythm. Repeat this build and release 3 times, noticing how each return to 5 feels fuller and more potent than before. Without pausing, shift into the rhythm variation pattern. 5 strokes, then 7 strokes, then back to 5. Count deliberately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, reset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, reset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and repeat this 3 times. Observe how those 7-count pulses jolt fresh waves of sensation. Now add your breath, maintain your 5-stroke baseline, but this time synchronize each movement with a full breath cycle. Inhale 1, 2, exhale 3, 4, pause 5, then repeat. Keep this fluid breathing stroke loop for 1 minute, feeling oxygen surge through every fiber of your being. Finally, weave in your partner feedback loop after about 12 strokes. Pause for a single intentional moment and check in. How does that feel? Then adjust your pace or variation according to their cue. Continue for another full cycle, co-creating each movement with shared signals. Pause now. Take stock of how your body feels firmer, more responsive, and alive with sensation. You've just completed a full workshop that combines measured tempo-targeted buildups, dynamic variations, synchronized breath, and real-time feedback. Practice this sequence 3 times over the next week, gradually extending each phase by 30 seconds until it flows effortlessly. You'll notice that what once felt deliberate becomes instinctual, and every intimate moment transforms into a richer, more connected experience. With this mini workshop, you're not just learning techniques, you're rewiring your body's pleasure pathways for lasting confidence and enjoyment. Ready to see these secrets in action? Let's move on to real-world success stories that prove just how powerful this approach can be. Real-world success stories I've seen firsthand how these simple pacing techniques transform lives. Take John, age 67. He told me, "After years of frustration, I tried the 5-stroke rhythm and couldn't believe the difference. My confidence and my wife shot through the roof." Or consider Raj, 72, who struggled with quick fatigue. He shared, "In just 1 week of the build-up ease and breathing sync drills, I lasted longer than I had in decades. It felt like I was 40 again." Then there's Carlos, 65, who said the partner feedback loop changed everything. "My wife and I finally felt in sync. Asking her, 'Is this right?' brought us closer, turned every night into an adventure, and reminded me intimacy is about connection, not just mechanics." These are real men, real couples reclaiming pleasure and confidence. Their stories prove that mastering 5 strokes per minute and layering in variation, breath, and feedback can reignite passion long after you thought it was gone. Up next, I'll show you how to put it all into action with a clear call to try these techniques tonight. Share your experience and join our community of men over 60 rediscovering their best intimate moments. Call to action and next steps. Now it's your turn to put these secrets into practice. Tonight, when you're with your partner, start with that 5-stroke baseline you've mastered. Feel the difference. Then layer in the build-up ease cycles, the rhythm variations and the breathing sync. Don't forget to pause and ask for feedback. Is this pace perfect for you? And adjust together in real time. Once you've tried the full sequence, share your experience in the comments below. Tell us which secret amazed you most, how quickly you felt the change, and any tips you'd add for others in our community. Your story could inspire another man to reclaim the pleasure he thought was lost. If you found this video helpful, hit subscribe and ring the notification bell. That way you won't miss our next deep dive, where we'll reveal a simple daily routine that adds endurance and stays rock solid longer than ever before. Remember, mastery comes from action. So take these 5 strokes per minute secrets, practice them tonight, and join thousands of men over 60 who are rediscovering confidence and connection. Let's keep the conversation going. See you in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Conclusion. You've now unlocked the 5 strokes per minute secrets that can transform your intimate life after 60. By mastering a steady cadence, layering in build-up ease cycles, weaving in rhythm variations, syncing every movement to your breath, and co-creating with partner feedback, you've got a complete toolkit for rediscovering pleasure and confidence. Remember, age may change your body, but it doesn't have to limit your experience. These techniques are simple, science-backed, and proven by thousands of men just like you. All it takes is practice and a willingness to slow down, tune in, and connect. Thank you for watching and trusting these doctor-approved strategies. If you're ready for more expert tips, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this video with someone who deserves to feel their best at any age. Until next time, here's to pacing, with purpose, breathing, with power, and enjoying every moment, because the best is yet to come. I'm Dr. Henry Carter. Stay confident, stay connected, and I'll see you in the next video.